This is the second part of my Amish Culture video, picking back up with pregnancy. Babies and children are seen as a gift from God. Since intermarriage is high within this culture, they're at a high risk for birth defects. But this does not in any way, shape, form, or fashion deter families at all from having more children when birth defects are seen. Birth control, therapeutic abortions, amniocentesis, any type of invasive procedures at all and testing during pregnancy are not permitted in any shape, form, or fashion. Folk wisdom also does play a very large role within the pregnancy category, such as walking under clothesline during pregnancy is thought to produce a stillborn baby. Crawling through a window or under tables is thought to cause the umbilical cord of the baby to be wrapped around its neck during childbirth. Prenatal care is lacking throughout any pregnancy throughout the Amish culture. Normally, within the first pregnancy, prenatal care is received pretty early on within the pregnancy, but for subsequent pregnancies throughout a woman's life, prenatal care might not even be seen until the 6th or 7th month of pregnancy, and this normally is just to set up a birth plan with the midwife as far as resources, what's expected during labor and delivery, and so on. Birth can occur with a midwife within the home setting, as well as in various birthing centers. A lot of the Amish communities, midwives normally can set up a birthing center where services can be provided on a cash basis. A flat rate fee can be set up throughout these birthing centers, as well as bartering and trading for services. And while it's not seen very often, birth and delivery can occur in the hospital setting. A 5-week herbal formula is often used within the Amish community. This includes red raspberry leaves, butcher's broom root, dong quai root, black cohosh root, along with squaw vine root. And this really just promotes a healthy labor, healthy delivery, speeds along pregnancy, relieves pain, smooths and eases contractions, as well as improving circulation and decreasing blood pressure. Schooling within this community is provided in one-room schoolhouses. The average education of the Amish individual is 8th grade. Education providers also are normally educated on the 8th grade level, but they are taught by other educators how to provide a school-like environment for these children. Reading and writing is taught along with a very vocation and home-based education. These children are taught how to sew, how to perform tasks in the home as well as within the community. Primary language is Pennsylvania Dutch, but English is more and more common in today's society. There are no laws in the Amish culture that prevent the use of technology. However, the old order Amish do not allow electricity within the home. They do not own cars. However, they are permitted to ride in them on special occasions. They stick to more of the horse-drawn carriage and buggy, gas and kerosene lighting along with wood. The New Order Amish are permitted to have electricity within the home. They are allowed to own cars, and they are also allowed to use and own modern farming equipment to help with income, as well as helping to bring in more revenue. Usually within the community there is either one central phone that is provided in the case of an emergency, or neighboring communities or homes that are of non-Amish descent sometimes will place a phone in a barn or an outhouse or on the outside of the home that Amish are permitted and allowed to use in the case of an emergency. Healthcare within the Amish community really has a large role with folk medicine, powwowing, or a sympathy curing or faith healing using words, charms, or physical manipulation to heal is very, very common within this culture. English or current healthcare is also used on a less frequent basis, but it still is used and permitted. Um, Herbs and prayer play a very, very large role within the Amish community. Um, Insurance is something that most Amish individuals do not have and do not carry. So, any medical and health services that are provided are paid for on a cash basis, and any expenses that exceed that of the family will be picked up and paid for by the church and the district. Foods that are consumed by the Amish are those that they have grown themselves or have been grown on a farm throughout the community. Packaged and processed foods are not permitted. Overabundance of certain foods that are made and provided by the community will be canned and frozen and used at a later date. And farmers markets are another way that the community trades and provides services not only to others in the district and in the Amish culture and community, but as also a way to provide income for services provided, baked goods, vegetables, foods, milks, etc. Not only to the Amish community, but also to English dwelling citizens.